under the traditional teaching model, you have direct instruction every day. So your lesson plan is broken up into, I teach you how to do it, we do it together, and then you do it on your own. And then you get to student-centered, and there is none of that.
Student-centered learning is when students are put in classes based on their instructional level and not grade level, where the teachers can be facilitators.
Generally, we might have students who come in and they're not at the appropriate level. And once you actually do the proper test, you see that they're at a challenging level that will not allow them to do their work efficiently and effectively.
Through the Scantron testing, I was able to kind of gather a lot of data and see what they're missing and what I need to help them with.
With student-centered learning, you actually find out where are the kids, and then you create the centers for that.
Students come to me at different levels, and I need to be able to reach them where they are.
So I have some students in here at level 9, which is like a 3rd or 4th grade reading level, and some students at a high school reading level.
When you look at a typical school, you'll have a core of students that are somewhere around grade level, and you'll have a few that are performing a bit higher and a group that are a bit lower. But when you go into a persistently failing school, what you find is you have students all over. A few on grade level, a few above, but then you have students, that translate into oftentimes 10, 15 different instructional levels. And what student-centered learning does is it takes and it removes grade levels, and it actually puts students where their readiness is.
I have, Davion and Alexia from Group 1 who are just miles ahead of some of the students in Group 3 or 2.
What helps is that we try to group the students as close to their levels together. We try to group them together.
Because it is just 5th grade, it's not that complex yet. And I think next year we even talked about grouping them even closer together.
None of the kids in my class are all on the same level. Even students within the same group are on slightly different levels. So if you're teaching full group, someone's always bored and someone's always not understanding what's going on.
And what student-centered says is, I'm going to give you a core of students that are at 1 or 2 different instructional levels, so you can really intervene and accelerate them back to grade level by being able to differentiate by interest, learning style, as well as in the way that you deliver the content.
This way it gives them kind of like that ownership of their own learning. Okay, this is what I need you to do. I'm here for you if you need a conference with me. Let me know when you're ready to move on. And it kind of gives them their ownership of their own learning. So that's a big thing for them. It helps them with their self-efficacy and their confidence.
With student-centered learning, I feel like I can be responsible for my own work, and I know that's what I have to do when I get to college.
Because it's really the student taking the responsibility. I want to grow, and this is how I want to do it. Help me.
It's up to me how I want to learn it. I can get a one-on-one with the teacher. I can read the PowerPoint by myself. I can get a book and read it. I can work with my peers, or I can do it by myself.
When you're working at your own pace, you don't feel rushed to learn. Because some kids, when they feel like they're being rushed, they're like, okay, I quit, I'm done, I give up. And this way it motivates the students to basically track yourself and to keep yourself on task.
They know where they are, they know where they're going, they know where they started. So they, in turn, know where they need to be.
Now, once I kind of gave them free rein as to what targets they could work on and how fast they could move, obviously their learning accelerated significantly.
I have 4 or 5 girls who are well beyond this probably grade level and who are moving at the pace they need. Where I have others who are lagging behind. It's not because they're not working, it's just because they can't. So they're working at their pace and they're finishing products. And that's something that they said they never were able to do before. They would never be able to finish something. And they're building a portfolio with all this finished work, which I think they're really proud of.
Now, they actually want us to know the work and master it.
We have to do a learn, practice, and apply.
And after you learn it, you do a practice for it so you can understand it better. And then after that, you do an apply, and then you take the test.
They have to earn an A or a B in order to pass. So I'd constantly send them back, no, you didn't do this, you need this. It needs to look like this, it needs to be your best work. It's looking better.
They give us like itty bitty steps at a time, and then eventually here comes a big step, and then we have to overcome that challenge. And when we do, you look at yourself like, man, I actually did that. You get that pride that you have, like, I could do it, man, I could do it,
I like it better because a lot of people don't learn one way. Like sometimes I read the PowerPoint and read out the book. It's like how you learn. I think it's better to get everybody a better way to learn really, because everybody don't like reading out the book, but everybody don't like lectures.
What letter sound? Raise your hand. I can have 6 different tables, all doing different things, all doing different targets, and they're all learning simultaneously. And it works. They're 5-year-olds, and they're able to do this.
I think having this kind of internal motivation at such a young age is great for everybody. I mean, I don't think there's anybody in here who doesn't like it or who doesn't feel good about themselves when they complete it.